Hello Leos, and welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reader is naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can by using this playing deck to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. It will be a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't panic too much, because I'm not following any sort of cycle, so that means that next week's read may resonate with you and should not be tied to this week's read at all. We are doing a read on the star, which came out in your all signs overview. The star is it's a card of your wishes, your hopes, your dreams. On some occasions, it's an indication that you are being watched, viewed, looked upon like a star. Perhaps you are a local celebrity in your own area or something like that. Okay. But this star is a completion. We had, I think it was Ingwas out in the main energy of my all signs overview I done, which is a rune, by the way, it's not a card. And Ingwas is like about completions, finishing things off. But in turn, it also implies new starts. So let's have a look what goes with your star card. A tower. Okay, well, that doesn't surprise me. Normally, you would have a tower before the star and a victory, the Six of Wands. Okay, kind of like your life goes to shit, and then you wish it was all better. There you go, tower, star. Okay, so let's see what is going on. We also have a person now, and that is, yeah, it's a reasonably older. It's maybe 3 to 7 years older. Air sign. The way we do the energies is in the top left-hand corner, we will be putting the energies of the connection, kind of like what this star is all about. Underneath that, we will be doing how this air sign feels about the connection, and underneath that we'll be doing what the universe is hoping for an overall outcome. And I say hoping for an overall outcome because we can all get in the way of the universe's plans with our own free will, and we quite often do. But before I pull any of them, I will be pulling this bottom card, which is the overall energy of this read, which is the Seven of Cups, which is, well, funny enough, is the card, the overall energy card of the read will come before yours in the sequence, Cancers. But we're not dealing with a water sign, so I'm not even going to go down that road. So the overall energy of this is choices. Okay, perhaps you wished for more options, you wished for something different. Okay, perhaps someone else has wished as well, and that's giving you options. So shall we have a look? We have got Justice for the connection. We have got the Five of Cups for how they feel, and the overall outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. So Justice is, this connection is here to bring balance. Okay. Ooh, I've got a card upside down in this deck. There was a tower, and which has led to the wish, and the universe is saying, well, yeah, perhaps we can offset the karmic energy of the tower by giving you some good karma in the wish. Okay, bring in some balance. It could also be an indication of some sort of legal proceeding, as this is a connection. After all, we have to look at these cards quite literally sometimes. So it could be that you're going through some legal situation, and this connection is connected to that somehow, and you're getting justice. Okay, so we got the Two of Pentacles, we got the Three of Wands, we got the Nine of Wands, and we got the Eight of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is, again, it's a balancing card. It is also a juggling card. You are juggling something. There's more than one thing going on in your life. It could be more than one person you're entertaining. It could be more than one job you are working. It could be home and work. It could be anything like that you are juggling. It could even just be juggling emotions within yourself, Leo. But to do with the connection, it's kind of like the juggling of the energies, the juggling of the energy before this justice and the energy after this justice. With the Three of Wands, we are setting the intention on something. This connection is leading to an outcome. It's not quite there yet. The Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior. This is implying that you have been through quite a lot already, Leo, before you've got to this point. Okay, and all you really want to do is throw in the towel, but you know it's just a little breather between rounds before you have to go and start battling again, which then comes up as the Work card, the Eight of Pentacles. Now that is work in every way, shape and form, every level of it. You could be the apprentice, you could be the master, you could be anywhere in between. This could be physical work which you do for a living. This could be just a loving work you do on the side, like perhaps you make matchstick models or something like that. It's time consuming, it's a lot of work to do it, but it's something you're doing for your passions, for your love of doing it, not necessarily to earn money from it. Okay, crossing all this is the Page of Pentacles. I feel this could be a little bit of that star energy I was feeling with sort of being watched, yeah. But for the bulk of you, it is more of you are learning something. There is information coming in which is teaching you things you never really knew about. Now, if you're going through some sort of legal proceeding, you probably learn a few legal things along the way. If you're going through anything else which brings justice, you're learning something. You don't normally get justice without learning something, okay? Just underneath that Page of Pentacles is that Ten of Pentacles, which is coincidentally down there. No such thing as coincidence in a tarot read. Okay, so the way this air sign feels about the connection is they feel loss and sorrow. Perhaps they're the ones who are having to lose out because of your justice. Perhaps they're the ones dispensing the justice. There is the Ten of Pentacles coming out. Perhaps they're feeling the loss and sorrow of what they thought was a perfect life, and they realised that they have been, possibly, that they had been led down the garden path all the time. So what we got here is a loss and sorrow, but the other side of that loss and sorrow is there is still Two Cups to have. In most other packs, and these are just basic cards, I literally picked these cards to do my YouTube, okay? Well, actually, these cards here were given to me as a gift to help me clarify with, just in case I have repeat cards coming out and things. But the person who gave them to me, thank you very much. I much appreciate it. Actually took the time and effort to find these cards to match up with my already pre-purchased cards, which I started my YouTube channel with, which are these bigger ones. But part of my nakedness was getting away from the storytelling from the pictures on the cards. But sometimes the pictures on the cards actually help. 3 cups are normally knocked over on other depictions of that 5 of cups, and 2 cups are still standing, and normally the person has their face to the back of the 2 cups. No, they have their back to the 2 cups, not their face to the back of the 2 cups. So they're still worrying and crying over the 3 which are knocked down, the 3 which is lost. That's why it's a card of loss and sorrow. Okay, but it's also a card of inspiration. There is still something there. You still have something to work with. In this particular case, as I said, I feel this Ten of Pentacles is it is a card of happy ever afters. Okay, it's a card of having the life you've always dreamt of, always wished for, that star coming through again. But with that loss and sorrow, they're missing that life. Okay, they had it, they ain't got it. With the Fool coming after that, is they're wanting it again. They're wanting to take a leap of faith. The Fool is heading towards that Ten of Pentacles. Now, normally, again, I don't normally dwell too much on which way the Fool might be facing in a card or whatever. But I'm pretty sure the Fool on my other deck faces the other way. So if it came out as the Fool there and the Five of Cups where that is, the Fool would still be facing that Ten of Pentacles. The Fool is taking a leap back to something they believe is their happy ever after card. Their happy ever after, their life they've always wished for, which is the intention of the connection. This is where they're intending this to go, this justice to go. With the Wheel of Fortune coming out, that's a little bit like your Two of Pentacles. It's the turning of the energies. The energies are moving from what they were into something new. I'm drawn to the Dragon on this one, which is holding the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a card of truthful new beginnings. Oh, he's not actually holding the Ace of Swords. He's holding the sword from the Ace of Swords, I should say. So I feel that this energy is moving us around to a truthful time. The Three of Swords is all about heartache. Well, with pain and loss and sorrow, normally comes pain and heartbreak. Okay, it's normally the thing we lose most or feel the loss of most. The loss of a loved one way or another. Okay, so yeah, okay, so your water sign, no, your air sign is feeling the pain of their loss. Okay, they're bookending each other. But times are changing. We move on. I can't always dwell in this pain, this loss. Life still ticks past. Kids to look after, work to go to, bills to pay, etc. Crossing all this is the Four of Wands. As a card of commitment, it's a card of new starts. It's a card of change as well. It's the 1111 card. It is a card of births, deaths and marriages. So you could be having a birth coming up soon, Leos. Possibly you, perhaps someone in your family. You could be having marriages coming up soon. You could be having deaths coming up soon. Out of those three, I can pretty much guarantee you have a death coming up soon. Not you personally, Leo. I wouldn't. Well, I would if the cards were saying it. But it's the one thing I can actually guarantee in life. I can tell you all sorts of things about these cards. I could actually just make up stories if I wanted to. But there's one thing I will always get right. People will die. Okay? But the card actually is a card of celebrations, and the celebrations of life in general, which is births, marriages and deaths. Okay? And christenings, no, all the birthdays in between and everything else. So it's also a card of commitment, and it's a card of feeling comfortable within one's own self and one's own surroundings. The way this is crossing the Five of Cups, though, and the rest of this little read here, is this air sign is committed to the Two of Cups, which is left after the three have been knocked over. They're committed to the new start. Okay, where this has taken us to back to where they want to go. That is the new start, the Fool. The Fool is the 0 card in the Major Arcana. It's where the journey starts. He decides he's going off to learn something, and then he goes off to see the Magician, which used to be called the Cobbler, and then he progresses up through the Major Arcana until he reaches Judgment and the World, if he's lucky. If he hasn't learnt his lesson, he goes back down to the Fool and starts again. Lovely. Right, anyway, okay. So, the outcome. The outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is on the table for the taking. Okay, the universe is saying, yes, the outcome can be the Ten of Pentacles, but there will have to be a choice to be made. This is more aimed at you, Leo. There's a choice you have to make, Leo. Okay? It's going to affect the air sign, but it's your choice you have to make. It's a choice you've known you've had to make for a long time. You knew that this day would come. You knew that eventually you would have to do this choice, whatever it is. It's not an easy choice. It's a bit of a painful choice as well. Because it could have been any other choice card down there. It could have been the Lovers. That's a choice card. It could have been the Two of Wands. That's a choice card. Okay. Coming after that is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords could be that you need to get some professional help if you're going through some sort of justice system. You probably already have professional help. You probably have the aid of lawyers and solicitors and the like. Now, it is also a card of like knowing the truth and taking action upon it. You already know the truth. You knew that you had to make this call. Okay, you knew it would come eventually. And I tell you what, no, I won't yet. And then the Three of Pentacles is wanting and needing to work on something with someone. Okay, now I tell you what I'm feeling from this is the call is a proposal. You knew at some point you would actually have to marry this person. Okay, this is just for maybe one or two of you. Okay, you knew at some point you'd actually have to marry, actually have to get engaged and do all that bit. Even if you didn't want to, you knew the other person did. You knew that that would make the 10 of Pentacles for them now and make their happy ever after. Now, possibly for you, Leo, you may not really give a shit. Yeah, it's a bit of paper at the end of the day. The universe don't see marriage the same way we do. You can get married in numerous different ways in the eyes of the universe. Okay, you can just literally give your oath to someone else that you would always be there for them, and bang, the universe says, oh, those two are married. They're married together by that oath. Okay, but I see that this is kind of like this air sign has been expecting this proposal. You knew that they were expecting this proposal at some point, and you know that now is the time that you have to do it, and you are going to take action on it one way or another. Okay, with the Three of Pentacles coming out at the end, that's indicating that either way around, you're going to have to work on it. If you've been lagging behind for a long time and always declared that you didn't want to get married, and now you're dropping to a knee and proposing, you're going to have to work on convincing them why. Okay, and the other way around, if you've decided you're still not going to drop on your knee and propose, you're going to have to convince them to stay. Okay, let's see what's crossing it. Oh, my fucking life. It's the Ace of Swords. After all that talk about the Ace of Swords, I said about the Wheel of Fortune is bringing us into that truthful energy. It's time for the truth. Here's the Ace of Swords crossing this 10 of Pentacles. It's a truthful new beginning. You know what this 10 of Pentacles is all about, and the truth is coming out about it. You may or may not be bothered by it yourself, but you know this air sign is, and well, it's truth time. Okay, it's you got the decision to make. Do I be truthful to him, tell him how I feel and say no? Do I be kind of truthful to him and say yes, or the other way around? Do I propose or do I not propose? It's truth time. It's a truthful new beginning. Be truthful, be honest. Yeah, let's face it, we all know when someone is lying to us. Yeah, we get that gut feeling, that tightening in the stomach, that sensation. Most of us push it down. No, they wouldn't do that to me. Yeah, they would. They quite often do. Get lied to all the time. I mean, people come up and say good morning to you. Is it really? It could be chucking it down with rain. Why is that a lie then? It's not a good morning. It's miserable. Why didn't you say terrible morning today? Yeah? Isn't that? And they say good morning. It's a lie. Our whole society breeds it. But that's a different topic for a different channel, probably. Okay, that is your read, Leo. Hopefully it resonated with you. If it did, that is fantastic. If it didn't, don't worry too much. As I said, not every read can resonate with you. If you are still here watching this and it didn't resonate with you, share it out. You're being used as a divine messenger by the universe. Next week one might resonate with you because I'm not following any sort of cycle. I'd also like to just take this moment at the end of the video to thank anyone who has liked and subscribed to my channel, anyone who has shared my videos out in the past, anyone who's about to do any of those 3 things. Last of all, commenting. Commenting is quite important to the creators. It's kind of like giving us an extra like, if you like. But in this particular case, during this particular month of March, if you comment on any of my videos, your name will be entered into the draw for my giveaway. It's nothing spectacular. It's just a little handmade wax melt burner, but you can be in the chance of winning it. It is unique. You will have the only one like that, because everyone is uniquely different. They might all be very similar in shape, size and designs, but they are all handmade. They are all different. Every bend on the spoon is different. Every bit of wood is different. So you will have a unique piece of artwork, if nothing else. Okay, that is the end of the read. Fantastic. I hope you all have a wonderful week and catch you all soon.